Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this afternoon edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this afternoon, so let's begin. First up, police cancel a silver alert. Say missing man found dead on his property in Sandwich. New Hampshire State Police canceled a silver alert Tuesday for a missing person in Sandwich. Richard Beard, 88, was found dead on his property, police said. Police said Beard, who has dementia, left his home in the middle of the night. Police said the investigation has been turned over to the state medical examiner's office. Judge rejects Maxwell's third request for bail. Maxwell accused of recruiting teenage girls for Jeffrey Epstein's to sexually abuse. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
New Hampshire Chronicle, now in its 20th season. Watch new episodes weeknights at 7 on WMUR.
Elyn Maxwell is making a third bid for bail. Jeffrey Epstein's accused accomplice is now offering to renounce her citizenship of France and the UK and is proposing to place all of her assets except for living expenses and legal funds into an account that would be monitored by a federal judge and prosecutor in Georgia. A federal judge has not yet made a decision. Maxwell was arrested in New Hampshire back in July.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Looking forward to my new challenge, Marty Walsh says as he leaves for DC. Take a listen to this video.
Alfredo foods are made here. You know what that means? It means our lasagnas are made here.
How you feeling? Head on. I'm excited to do work for President Biden and Vice President Harris. Looking forward to working on behalf of the American people and doing what I can.
Is it weird being post-mayor, pre-secretary?
It's a little weird this morning. Certainly, it was it's bittersweet. Being mayor was an incredible job. Loved it. It's a little emotional this morning, but I'm looking forward to my new challenge. Yeah. So, thanks, guys. Thanks for everything, by the way. You guys are awesome.
Okay, and there you go on that video. Former Boston Mayor Marty Walsh left for DC today. He is set to be sworn in as the next Secretary of U.S. Department of Labor. Mainers in their 50s now eligible for COVID-19 vaccine. Let's take a listen to that video from WMTW News 8 Maine.
This is an ECMO circuit, and this serves as an artificial heart pump and artificial lungs for the body.
Under 165,000 Mainers are now eligible to get the COVID-19 vaccine. As of today, people 50 and older are eligible. Northern Light Health, it started scheduling appointments for people 50 and older yesterday. Maine Health is also contacting patients 50 and older. As of yesterday, they had 11,000 people scheduled to be vaccinated through April 2nd.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. let's go into a cooking segment now. We're gonna make pesto haddock. Let's take a look at that cooking segment right now.
First thing, I'm going to take diced plum tomatoes, diced red onion. I'm going to marinate our tomatoes. I'm going to be using our house dressing. You can use any vinaigrette that you have in the fridge, but we're going to be using our signature house dressing. Typically, you want to let these tomatoes marinate for about 4 to 5 hours so you can really infuse those balsamic flavors. Next up, I'm going to be making our pesto crust. I'm going to add a little panko, our nut-free basil pesto, so it is safe for all people with nut allergies. I'm going to hit it with a little salt and pepper, enhance those flavors. Mix it up. Alright, next we are going to the fish. We've got a fresh piece of 8-ounce haddock. I'm going to be making our little butter sauce. I'm going to use clarified butter, some white wine. Then we're going to add some chiffonade spinach. Really brings out the color in this dish. Then we're going to be adding our marinated tomatoes. You want to layer the whole fish. Alright. And then we're going to be adding my crumbs. Then we're going to be taking a walk over to the magic oven. On 350 for about 9 minutes. Now we got our golden brown pesto haddock. I'm going to cook off some local green beans, some salt, pepper, garlic butter. We use some of our house mashed potatoes. A little more. Add our beans. We're going to finish it with our haddock. And last but not least, we're going to have a nice lemon wedge. Thank you for stopping by. You can find this at all 6 of our locations, from Merrimack to Lincoln. We are everywhere. Hope to see you soon. Visit us for more information at thecman.com.
Okay.
You're a small business with big goals, and Sage Accounting can help you reach them. With time-saving automation...
Looks like a yummy meal. Law enforcement grapples with how to respond to the rising threat of violence. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
Once again, yeah, we're talking about this is just the latest mass shooting, right? And law enforcement is at it again, trying to figure out what happened there, but also they're trying to deal with the rising threats of violence. Chief Justice Correspondent Pierre Thomas live in Washington with that. Good morning to you, Pierre.
TJ, good morning. Given the scale of the carnage, President Biden and the Attorney General were briefed last night, and the FBI is assisting local police to help investigate the suspect's background to establish motive. They'll need to quickly determine exactly what this is, but I can tell you concern among law enforcement about mass shooting is mounting. According to the Gun Violence Archive, in the last 3 years, the number of mass shootings defined as an incident where 4 or more victims were wounded or killed has nearly doubled, surging from 337 in 2018 to 611 last year. And we've already seen 103 mass shootings so far this year. The trend of gunmen, typically alone, showing up at places we all know and love is worsening, seemingly nowhere safe, from elementary schools to high schools to movie theaters to Walmart and now grocery stores. And of course, this on the heels of that mass shooting in Atlanta just last week. The Biden administration will be under intense pressure to address this spike in chronic gun violence. Robin?
They will. Pierre, thank you. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel.
Okay, and there you go on that video. And that report. And that does it for this afternoon edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your afternoon, everyone, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye, everyone.